It was a misty morning as the sun slowly rose over the rolling hills of Mysunde. The air was thick with anticipation, for the fate of kingdoms hung in the balance. On one side, the mighty army of King Reginald, a seasoned warrior known for his tactical brilliance, prepared to defend their homeland. On the other side, the ruthless forces of Lord Aldrich, a power-hungry conqueror, assembled with the intention of expanding their dominion. As the first rays of sunlight pierced through the mist, the clash of swords and the thundering hooves of war horses echoed across the battlefield. King Reginald, a towering figure clad in gleaming armor, surveyed his troops. His eyes glinted with determination, his voice resonating with authority as he addressed his soldiers. "Today, my brave warriors, we stand united against tyranny. We fight not only for our land, but for the freedom of all who call this kingdom home. Let every blow be struck with valor. Every step forward be taken with unwavering resolve." His words electrified the soldiers, filling their hearts with unwavering courage. They formed ranks, shields raised, ready to withstand the onslaught of their enemies. The Battle of Mysunde had begun. Lord Aldrich, a cunning tactician, observed the unfolding scene from a vantage point. His eyes gleamed with arrogance as he surveyed the forces of King Reginald. He believed victory was within his grasp. Rallying his commanders, he devised a plan to divide and conquer. With a wave of his hand, Lord Aldrich set his plan into motion. His cavalry charged forward, thundering toward the center of the battlefield. The ground shook beneath the hooves of their horses, their momentum appearing unstoppable. But King Reginald was no ordinary leader. He anticipated this move and had prepared a trap. As the enemy cavalry drew nearer, a hidden contingent of archers sprang into action. Arrows whistled through the air, finding their mark with deadly accuracy. The thundering charge turned into a chaotic retreat as the enemy horses buckled under the onslaught of arrows. King Reginald's trap had been sprung, and the first blow had been struck. However, Lord Aldrich was not one to be deterred. He quickly adapted his strategy, regrouping his forces and launching a fierce assault on the flanks. The clash of steel against steel reverberated through the battlefield as the opposing forces engaged in a brutal dance of death. King Reginald fought at the forefront, his sword a blur of steel, his presence inspiring his soldiers to push back against the enemy onslaught. With each swing of his weapon, he struck down enemy soldiers, his movements fueled by a mixture of skill and righteous fury. The battle raged on for hours, neither side willing to yield. The ground became littered with fallen warriors, their blood staining the earth. Both King Reginald and Lord Aldrich knew that victory would only come to those who had the will to fight until their last breath. As the sun climbed higher into the sky, King Reginald's forces began to gain the upper hand. Their determination and unwavering loyalty to their leader propelled them forward. They fought with a fervor born out of the knowledge that their homes, their families, and their freedom were at stake. Seeing his forces falter, Lord Aldrich knew he had to make a desperate move. He rallied his remaining troops for a final, all-out assault. Swords clashed, shields shattered, and the air crackled with the intensity of the battle. In the midst of the chaos, King Reginald and Lord Aldrich locked eyes. Time seemed to stand still as the two leaders exchanged a silent understanding, a recognition of the stakes and the sacrifices made by both sides. With a final surge of strength, King Reginald pushed forward, his troops following his lead. They broke through the enemy lines, sweeping over Lord Aldrich's forces like an unstoppable wave. The tides of battle had turned, and victory was within their grasp. Lord Aldrich, realizing the futility of his situation, made a desperate attempt to escape the battlefield. But King Reginald's soldiers pursued him relentlessly, closing in on their prey. Cornered and outnumbered, Lord Aldrich fell to his knees, his defeat etched upon his face. The Battle of Mysunde had come to an end. The once mighty forces of Lord Aldrich lay broken and defeated, their dreams of conquest shattered. King Reginald stood tall, his armor stained with the blood of fallen enemies, but his spirit undeterred. With the enemy vanquished, King Reginald surveyed the battlefield, paying his respects to the fallen on both sides. He knew the cost of victory was high, but the price of freedom was even higher. As the news of the battle spread across the land, King Reginald's name became synonymous with bravery and heroism. The Battle of Mysunde would be remembered as a turning point in the struggle against tyranny, a testament to the indomitable spirit of a united people. And so, the Battle of Mysunde became a legend, a tale of valor and strategy, where a noble king led his forces to triumph against overwhelming odds. It would serve as a reminder to future generations that, in the face of darkness, the light of courage and determination can prevail. The victory at the Battle of Mysunde marked a new chapter in the history of the kingdom. King Reginald's name echoed through the halls of the royal court and the hearts of the people. Celebrations erupted across the land, honoring the fallen heroes and praising the unwavering leadership of their king. In the aftermath of the battle, King Reginald set out to rebuild and heal the wounds inflicted upon his kingdom. He extended a hand of mercy to the surviving soldiers of Lord Aldrich's army, offering them a chance at redemption and a place within his own ranks. He understood that unity and forgiveness were vital in forging a stronger future. With the enemy vanquished, the kingdom of Mysunde flourished under King Reginald's rule. The land once marred by the ravages of war now saw the blossoming of prosperity and harmony. The scars of battle began to fade as homes were rebuilt, fields were cultivated, and the arts and sciences flourished. King Reginald's reign became known as the Golden Era, a time of peace and enlightenment. He governed with a fair and just hand, ensuring the welfare of his people and the stability of the kingdom. His wisdom and compassion earned him the respect and admiration of neighboring rulers, and alliances were forged that further solidified the peace. As the years passed, the Battle of Mysunde became a fable shared among children and a testament to the power of unity and courage. Bards and storytellers wove tales of the valiant warriors who fought on that fateful day, immortalizing their sacrifice and reminding future generations of the price paid for freedom. King Reginald, now an aged ruler, stood before his people one last time. His hair had turned silver and lines etched his face, but his eyes still burned with the same fire that had led them to victory at Mysunde. He addressed his subjects, recounting the tale of the battle and the importance of never forgetting the lessons learned. Our victory at Mysunde was not just the triumph of arms, he declared, his voice filled with wisdom and nostalgia. It was a testament to the strength of our unity, the resilience of our spirits, and the indomitable human will to overcome adversity. Let the memory of this battle serve as a reminder that the bonds that bind us together are stronger than any force that seeks to tear us apart. The crowd listened in rapt attention, their hearts filled with gratitude for their noble king. They knew that the Battle of Mysunde would forever be etched into the annals of their history, a symbol of their resilience and the unbreakable spirit of their kingdom.